Hello, in this video tutorial you are going to learn how to install and configure DNS in Windows Server 2012 by Sachin Sami, powered by tech.pdcrest.com. Okay, this is a Windows Server 2012 machine. Let's log on with administrative rights. Once you log on to a server, the server manager will automatically open. Let's close the server manager and check out a few things before we start. Okay, let's open the Internet Explorer. On the Internet Explorer, I will open the website which is tech.pdcrest.com. Tech.pdcrest.com is a public website, as you can see here. I will close this and let's see when I ping what happens. When I will ping tech.pdcrest.com, it will ping the global IP address. Let's type down tech. Okay, as you can see, it is pinging the global IP address of the website. Now let's go back to the server manager to configure the DNS. Okay, on the server manager, let's click on add roles and features. Okay, you can open it here from here, or you can also open it from here on the add roles and features wizard. I will click next. I will select the first option and click next, and this is a local server, so I will select the local server and I will click next. Here I will select the DNS server. As you can see here, I will install additional features, add features. Okay, here as you can see, I do not require any additional features, so I will just click next, and there is information is given. I will just click next and click on the target button, which will restart the destination system if required, and then I will click on install. Now installation process will take a few minutes. Now it is showing installation succeeded, as you can see here. Let's close this. And here you can see on the DNS services, the DNS services is running. Oops, here it is. Here you can see the DNS service is running. Now just let me close this one. Here on the tools you will see DNS configuration manager. This is a DNS manager. Okay, here you can configure a DNS. Let me close this. Okay, first I will configure a forward lookup zone. Okay, here is it. Here I will click on new zone. From new zone I will click on next. I will select primary zone and I will type down the DNS name which I want to configure. That will be petercrys.com. That is petercrys.com. Okay, I will click on next and select the first option. I will click next, and from here I will select the second option, which is allow both non-secure and secure dynamic updates. Then I will click next and finish. From here I will click on pdcrest.com. As you can see here, the new folder has been created. Now I will click on new A record. This is a host record, new host record. Now here I will type down tech. Now as you can see here, a fully qualified domain name, which is tech.pdcrest.com. Here I will type down the IP address of the server. Oops, sorry, this is not the one. Okay, the IP address is 192. Okay, 1 minute. That is 192.168.1.100. Okay, let me add this. It will show me some warning because the PTR is not generated right now. Let me click OK. Now I will click on done, and then I will go on to the reverse lookup zone. Here I will click on new zone, and then a primary zone I will select. From here I will select the first option and click next. Here I will type down the network ID, which is 192.168.1. Sorry, 1. Yeah. Then I will click next. As you can see here. Now, yeah, here. Now let me click next. I will select the second option as usual, secure and non-secure dynamic updates, and here I will click finish. Okay, as you can see here, I will generating a new PTR. There is a pointer, the reverse lookup zone. Okay, now click. Here I selected the tech, and now here you can see tech.ptechcrash.com. I will click on OK. Now as you can see here, 192.168.10 and it's pointing to tech.ptechcrash.com. Now let's run the ns lookup command. I will type tech.ptechcrash.com and let's see what happens. As you can see here, when I type down the tech.ptechcrash.com, it shows me the address of 192.168.1.100. Let me see if I can enlarge it. Oops, that's not the option. Selected the wrong option. Anyways, that's not necessary right now. As you can see here, let me close this and this one too. Let's minimize it. Okay, now let's open the Internet Explorer and let's see what happens. Okay, on the Internet Explorer, let's type down the tech.ptechcrash.com and let's see what happens. Okay, as you can see, when I type down tech.ptechcrash.com, the public website has been opened, but I wanted to open a local website, not the public one. Let's ping the website and check it out what happens again. Okay, tech.ptechcrash.com -t, and as you can see, it is picking the IP address of a public website. Now let's minimize this one and let's go to the LAN. That is the TCP IP configuration. Now let's go to Ethernet, on properties, on TCP IP 4 version 4. Now here on advanced, on the advanced tab I will click on DNS. On DNS I will click on add. I will type down the IP address of the DNS server, which is my local IP, that is 192.168.1.100, and I will move that IP address on the top. Okay, let's see when I ping now what happens. As you can see, it is pinging 192.168.1.100. Let's close this and let's again refresh it and see what happens. As you can see, it is still opening the public website. Let me clear the cookies and the cache. Okay, let's delete all the history and cache. I'll click on apply. I will click OK, and let's close down the browser and open it again. Okay, let's open Internet Explorer again, and let's type down tech.ptechcrash.com. .petecrcrys.com, and as you can see here now, the local website has been opened. This website has been configured by default on IIS, which is opening right now. So let's open the server manager and let's check it out, the IIS. Okay, as you can see here, the IIS has been installed already, which we have told you how to install it on our previous tutorial. On the default website, if I click on browse, you will see the local website has been opened. Let me check it out. Okay, let's open the Internet Explorer here. Okay, let me close this one. As you can see here, localhost. This website has been configured by default on iOS. Let me click OK. Okay, let's close this, and let's close this one too, and this one too. Okay, now I have configured a DNS on this server, and I am able to open a internal website, a local internal website. Now let's check it out, the Internet Explorer, and let's surf the internet. Do I am able to open the Google? Yes, I can also surf the internet, and I can also surf the local website with the name. Now let's type Sachin Sami, that is my name, and check it out what happens. And here you can see my site, that is tech.pdcast.com, and also the YouTube links, that is Sachin Sami by YouTube. Well, okay, now let's go to the client machine and let's try to access the website using a local DNS. Let's log off this system. Okay, just wait for a moment. Okay, this is a client machine which is in our local LAN. Now let's try to open tech.pdcast.com and let's see what happens. As you can see, the public website has been opened. Now let's try to ping tech.pdcast.com. The public IP address is pinging now. Now I want to open the local website and try to ping the local IP address. So what I am going to do is I will go to TCP/IP properties, IP version 4, and advanced. I will click on DNS, and I will add the DNS server, the local DNS server IP address here. I will type down 192.168.1.100, which is a local DNS IP address, and I will move this onto the top, and I will click on this option, that is append this DNS suffix in order. I will type down the IP address again, and OK, and OK, and I will click on OK, and I will close down and close. I will close this too. Now once again let's try to ping it, and as you can see here, I'm able to ping 192.168.100. Now let's try to open it, that is tech.pdcast.com. As you can see here, I'm successfully able to open tech.pdcast.com, which is a local website. It's opening a default website of an IIS. If you have configured the same configuration at your end and still not able to access the website, you might having an issue with the DNS cache. You have to run this command to clear the cache and then try. This tutorial is presented by tech.pdcast.com. Thank you for watching this tutorial. This tutorial is presented by Sachin Sami, powered by tech.pdcast.com.